really go anywhere. I don't know if you can get that. Okay, so that's released, and unfold all that beta cloth. I need to get this one.
Oh, nice.
It's flying. Pull that up just a little. It's not going to come all the way off because of this last one.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to underneath it.
Go between.
That's it.
Yeah. You're on the clock.
Okay. Higher.
Off.
Just grab that and pull.
Oh, yeah. Try it from here?
Yeah, give it a shot. I'm shooting in the blind here.
That?
I said I'm just in the blind completely.
Yeah.
Lift that up. Does that help you? Down out of the way a little.
So piece them off. There's a little teeny piece there now. Come on. Up.
There you go.
Nice work. We were all cheering you guys on down here.
Teamwork.
Okay.
I don't know if that knot will come out.
I think there's one more on the back side that kind of ties the whole thing together.
It is, that's right.
Yeah. Put a hand on my helmet. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Surgery. We need the other cutters next.
The zip tie cutters. Got these up.
Awesome. We're tracking now that the beta cloth is free. So, yep, next step is going to be the zip tie cutters. And then, Nick, if you need to secure the beta cloth back, you can use a short or long wire tie. If you don't, and it'll stay back, you can just leave it without.
Okay, I'm going to try to go without. And as we get into some areas, we may need to install it.
Copy, sounds good.
Okay.
Now, how do we want to grab this?
Yeah. And where am I at?
We want to do those three right there, right?
Yeah, there is one below, but that's got some orange wire in it. It's not the white wire, patch panel wire. I think I want to get that. So, Jess, I'm going to try to put it in the HECA.
I think it's only this one, and that one, these three.
That one, that one, that one.
Yeah. This one puts two bundles together, and this separates the bundles.
Yep. Can you guys see the wire tie configuration?
Yeah, A-Firm, Nick, and Sunny, what you guys just pointed to, those three blue zip ties are the ones that you want to cut.
All right, when you cut with that, is it going to stick to that thing?
It does. It captures it.
NASA astronauts Nick Hague and Sonny Williams continue to work diligently on a patch panel connected to the alpha magnetic spectrometer as a part of today's U.S. EVA 91 tasks as they look to free up ties. They just moved out of the way a beta cloth to allow access to this patch panel just a few moments ago. Now 3 hours and 52 minutes into today's EVA, and all tasks for both Hague and Williams have gone right on schedule. In fact, so much so they are a little bit ahead of schedule, but continuing to work on this patch panel and look at the alpha magnetic spectrometer and do preparatory tasks in preparation for future work. And that includes pulling back the beta cloth as mentioned, and then we'll be testing access to various connectors within the alpha magnetic spectrometer, and that'll inform future upgrades that allow for both more data and higher accuracy measurements, as well as greater dispersion of heat as exposed to sunlight. The International Space Station is of orbital nighttime. They'll be entering daytime here in the next few moments as both Nick Hague and Sonny Williams continue to diligently work together and showcase teamwork on this task for the AMS.
Wire ties down. Trash bag. Okay. About.
All right, we see the zip ties cut and Sunny back in the Kulak bag. You're going to stow that zip tie cutter and then pull out the connector tool simulator and the EVA GoPro.
It worked.
Just for your awareness, in terms of being able to see the patch panel, I can read the numbers on column 1, 2 rows on column 2, and get most of the 4th and 5th columns.
Okay, copy that, Nick. And then if you have any words on how you got into the body position that you are in, just for future cruise, and you could just reassess your body position there to be able to reach all of these connectors. The furthest column from you only has one connector that we need to go after.
Understand. As I am right now, I'm pretty much aligned. It feels like I'm aligned Mater Zenith, and I do just have the BRT up and over the I-beam onto that handrail. The angle is weird, so my BRT actually is at a 45-degree onto that handrail. That makes it reach without pulling me too close and too high.
I have the GoPro on to sort of take a look at it.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm getting it, but I'm...
Yeah. One pass to me, and I can get some video over here, too.
I think it's on.
Yeah, I saw it flashing. So, all the connections look good. We did to the beta cloth. Position. Here's the camera. Next together. It's coming back toward you. The ret is locked out. Pulling up my stuff list.
To get you overall so they could see.
Body position. And make sure you can get my clearance in like this position, my clearance above me.
Cable is way in there, so you're...
I'm a long ways away from it.
Yep.
And I can see daylight between my helmet and radiator beam just in my shadow.
Yep. I keep taking GoPro while you're doing this?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the connector tool.
And hey, Nick, before we do that, we were just talking on the ground. We're looking at where the beta cloth is, kind of on the edge of the patch panel there, on that furthest column from you. And we just want to make sure, is that beta cloth going to interfere with being able to put the connector tool on one of the connectors in that column, like perpendicular to the panel? If it is, we can pull one of the other lacing cords to try to move that further away.
Yeah, if I'm looking at the cheat sheet here, all the things that are, the one I'm going after, the Echo 1 Bravo 1, you should be able to get to. The beta cloth will move out of the way. There's compliance. There's a lot of compliance in the beta cloth. If you were trying to do that far one, I guess it'd be row 1, column 6. That might be more difficult, and we'd have to cut more. We can cut more if you want. We're here.
Okay, Nick, just stand by. We're a little bit more.
Okay. Hang it out.
Will that little piece come off? Yes.
That first tie. Oh, this one right here? No, what happened was the beta cloth cut.
Oh.
And they released the one that was below it, and this one is...
I'm going to turn this off for a second.
Okay.
And Nick, Sonny, we do have a request. We'd like you to make it to where we can access all of the connectors on a future EVA. So that beta cloth, if we need to cut one more lacing cord, let's do that now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fantastic communication there between NASA astronauts Nick Hague and Sonny Williams as we continue live with our coverage of US EVA 91 as the two astronauts continue to work together on the alpha magnetic spectrometer. And we mentioned before that this is all preparatory work, what can be done, and getting visuals on the job site of how future could handle. And that was the communications you heard with Nick Hague describing his body positioning and taking notes, as well as Sonny Williams describing his position, again, for future astronaut and future EVA missions, and also the position of the beta cloth and the patch panel they recently just gained access to, and gaining visuals on that part of the alpha magnetic spectrometer as well. Approaching in about 30 seconds the 4-hour mark of today's EVA. As all tasks so far have been progressing along swimmingly for both Nick Hague and Sonny Williams, including the removal and replacement of a rate gyro assembly that allows data of the International Space Station to be collected and to better calculate the overall orientation, the removal and replacement of a planar reflector on the International Docking Adapter, the Zenith port of the Harmony module. That's the port that faces space and is currently occupied by a SpaceX Dragon spacecraft for Crew 9. And that is a part of the communications for visiting vehicles. And then the patches for the damaged NICER experiment. And that NICER patch executed by Nick Hague worked well, and that is a part of the X-ray telescope that measures various X-ray phenomena, neutron stars, black holes, and the like, and that was receiving unwanted sunlight and unwanted X-rays from said sunlight, and that patching has since been complete. So now, after moving a C2V2 cable to gain greater access to the alpha magnetic spectrometer, that is what Sonny Williams and Nick Hague are doing now, continuing to survey the work site for potential future upgrades and informing the team here on the ground at the International Space Station Flight Control Room of what those upgrades could look like.
I think
down there that needs to move?
there's not much else I can cut without this whole thing coming apart.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, like that. That's perfect.
Only one that might be problematic is that corner.
It's red.
It is. Jess, are you seeing all this on HECA?
Yeah, we're seeing it too, Nick, and the team's saying they'd like to cut that corner if possible. That said, do you think that's going to liberate that piece of beta cloth too much?
If we get this one here, I could cut this, but then that gets rid of the kind of the dome aspect of it, so make it hard to put back over.
Cut that one right there. What happens there? Still there?
Then I get to this one right there.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one that's right next to you, on that hand, yeah.
Yeah.
And for both of you guys, you can cut that exactly what you're talking about. And then as far as it going back over the patch panel, that's just a nice to have. So if we don't get it, it's no big deal.
Yeah. You see it from your angle if I put it on there?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh.
No, that was low, right there, yep. Connected to that square one, but